The reason why the saga between Natasha and the Senate president is so infuriating is because it is just very evident of the lack of rule of law we have as a country. If somebody has come out and made an allegation against somebody else, isn't it worthy enough that an independent party makes a full inquiry into said allegation? Nobody's saying he's guilty. Nobody's saying he's not guilty. But how are we going to know that? How do we determine that? We're going to determine that if an independent party makes a full-on inquiry. We're very good at organizing committees in our country, but when it comes to organizing a committee to investigate an allegation made against the Senate president, all of a sudden, we're all quiet.
Where the judgment is that the Senate should recall her. How does that work? The Senate has done something that is illegal. The Senate has done something that is against the law and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. What the judge needed to do is to say that they have done the wrong thing and tell her to resume office so that she will go there and resume, not put her again at the mercy of the people who have been unjust against her. We take these things lightly in this country. We think it doesn't matter. I think the judiciary should sit down and look at itself and ask itself, why has it become the willing tool, the willing oppressive tool of corrupt politicians who think that they are more than other Nigerians and they can do whatever it is that they need to do? This is not justice.
Does it mean that the court are trying to compensate Natasha to come back to the Senate after denying his salary, denying his bodyguard? Asn't. See, this country go whine you, but no panic. I did tell you. Anyways, I have the full videos of Nigerian reacting to these particular issues because everybody has their own opinion to hire. Yes, I mean to hate to the air. But do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and then turn on your post notification bell because I don't understand. Why would she not speak up? Why some people said, why did she say it? Why did she speak up when they said she should move to the back? Why did the Senate president ask her to move to the back at the first place? Yes, if she did not deny the harassment, he would not rather ask her to move back. See, open your eyes so that I know go wine.
And now we go know whether Nigeria is a country of rule of law or lawlessness. We will know whether the Senate is a Senate of laws or it is filled with lawbreakers. People where they make laws for the poor but cannot live by those laws. You see this case of Senator Natasha, where don't they go on since when? So we must speak out against injustice no matter who is informed. This kind of injustice and oppression must not be allowed to continue. So the case of Senator Natasha on her illegal suspension, now today they do the verdicts for court. Remember, say she already gave case of defamation where they carry her go court. Now Attorney General, now they filed the case on behalf of Senate President Akpabio. They even duplicate that case, carry and go another court. She was granted bail of self-recognition after the other bail of 50 million. And today now they won for the verdict of the illegal suspension. This case was initially assigned to Justice Obiora Egwatu. On the day when he's supposed to give him final verdict, they petitioned the judge. So he had to recuse himself. He commit himself from the case. They can reassign the case to another judge again, Justice Binta Nyako. Look at the mischief in delaying and time taking for this same case. Finally, today now, they don't go back and forth. Today was the verdict. The judge, he finds Senator Natasha 5 million and an apology to the court. They say for contempt of court for the satirical apology where she been posted for her Facebook page. And then on the issue of the suspension, the judge agreed that the suspension cannot hold because you cannot suspend the senator for 6 months, which is about 181 days, because you are denying her people in Kogi Central representation and has ordered the Senate to recall the Senator Natasha. So now we need to know whether the Nigerian Senate, who have initially been flouting court orders, even the one that stopped this suspension from the beginning, the Nigerian Senate must now recall Senator Natasha to go and continue her work. Because any other thing is a travesty and it is a miscarriage of justice. Senator Akpabio, dear Senate President, sir, there have been Nigerian National Assembly before your administration. And the 10th Assembly will not be the end of National Assembly in Nigeria. Before you come, Senate Presidents Don Boku, back from the days of Senate President Nnamdi Azikiwe to Senate President Denis Osadebe Senate President Nwafo Rizu, Dr. Joseph Wayas, Senator Yochiayu, Ame Ebute, Chuba Okadigbo, Adolfo Swabara, Ken Namani, Ayim Payo Sayim, David Mark, Bukola Sarakis, they done plenty. Even myself, I go fit become Senate President, and I will not allow injustice to be done to you, because no matter who is involved, injustice is injustice. You must do the right thing. What exactly is the offense of Senator Natasha? When I say she disobeyed standing order, you suspend her, you stop her salary. Court don't order now for you to reinstate her. You must reinstate the senator. Because even that same National Assembly, a senator led talks to go and steal the May symbol of authority 2018. By 2019, they vote him in as Deputy Senate President. The one who was convicted of money laundering and sentenced to prison, how many days they suspend them? So the National Assembly standing order does not know how to take care of criminals amongst them. It is only women who speak out for their rights. Out of a Senate of 109 people, only 4 women. And now one of those women, they go through this persecution, because this is not a prosecution. You cannot, and now the same government, but they talk about a gender equality, 35% affirmative action. Yet out of 4 women, 1 is still undergoing persecution. Nigeria, we cannot continue like this. We must obey court orders and recall the senator immediately. And the other remaining 3 women, we they hear now, your silence is very loud. It is very audible. We can hear your silence. The 3 other female senators, Senator Eretihi Bakingibe, Senator Dr. Mrs. Talibo Hari Banigo, former Deputy Governor of Rivers State, Dr. Mrs. Diatoluronti Adebule, former Deputy Governor of Lagos State. That is, we can see your silence and hear it very loud. Women supporting women. Carry lie, make una continue. But if women no agree support women, we men, we go support women. Una no one may we talk, but we must talk. Because this country, you cannot kill all of us. We must speak out for injustice, and the right thing must be done. Senate President Akpabio, the court has given its verdict. Recall Senator Natasha, you cannot deny the people of Kogi Central their own representation. They have a right to their senator. Same way your people in Akwa Ibom Northwest have a right for you to represent them. No Nigerian is more Nigerian than another Nigerian. Recall Senator Natasha, is there more to this issue? Abi get another thing where una know they talk. Make una recall the senator. Make una recall and make she go continue her work and leave all these shenanigans. Focus on serious matters, insecurity, inflation, hunger. People are dying. Leave Natasha to do her work for her people.
This is just a reminder video that the zonal public hearing of the 1999 constitution is happening today and tomorrow. The details, location will be in this what is it they call it? This signboard, this flyer here. I was so busy I couldn't make a follow-up video. Please, if you are around any of this location, kindly attend, share, tag your people so that they will see this video and help us go and represent us. You are an activist, you are an upcoming activist. Now this kind of place they're supposed to see you now. Human rights activists, not before matter. Yeah, see where we're supposed to activate now. Let's go and represent the people. Let's go and stand with the people who are already standing there. Because I know our people will be there. I think South is happening in Akwa Ibom. They know why they know Karakom and those states. Southwest, I think Lagos. The locations will be in this flyer. Just zoom in and see if it's around you. Southeast is Enugu, North Central, you know, Plateau or so. Just check if it's check if any of the location is around you. Help us attend. Send us videos, pictures, and I will repost all. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, the court hearing of Senator Natasha, another court case where she challenged her suspension, is coming up this morning at Federal High Court, 9 a.m. Yes, if you can, you're in Abuja, please be there. Let's go and support one of our wounded soldiers. If this country go good, everybody needs to get to work. It's not just to be online and be supporting there, that's good. But everybody needs to be out there. We need to sacrifice our time, our money, our might. See Kenya, one teacher was killed, beaten and killed by police. Everybody leave their work. Now you they see for yes, so please, we can do it. If you're in Abuja, Federal High Court, 9 a.m. be there. Senator Natasha needs your support. So stand, look safe na support. Because the feeling when the person go look back, see all of una stand there, will give them hope to keep moving. Hey, na support. At least the person go know say a voice not there alone. So please, please, if you're in Abuja, you can locate the Federal Court. It's not hard. As a citizen, you can enter any court of law, sit down and listen to what's going on. I do it a lot in Benin. So just take a boat or take a bus and meet her there. Let's do it. 9 o'clock. You have to come on time so you see seats to sit down. Please don't forget also that if you're around any of the location for the public hearing, we mandate you to be there for us.
The first application by the Senate that no social media post should have been made was in our favor. and there has been directions that that satirical apology should be taken down and an apology be posted in 2 national dailies. And a damages of 5 million naira was also awarded, paid to court. And it was held to be civil contempt as opposed to criminal contempt. So that's why no custodial sentence was given. As for the substantive judgment, we will still need to read the full text of the judgment. But it seems affirmed that the Senate, as an institution, has the right to discipline its members. And though members are elected to represent constituencies, they have to behave themselves in line with the Senate standing rules. And the court only gave an opinion, an obiter dictum, what we call an obiter dictum, that the Senate should consider recalling her back. Although the reliefs are not stated, there is no question asking for suspension to be lifted because it occurred prior to the suspension. So it was more or less an obiter that she was of the view, my lord was of the view, that the suspension was excessive. So we will consult with our clients, we will read the judgment and we'll get back to you.
The court held that it amounts to civil contempt and that the plaintiff is ordered to pay a fine of 5 million naira, to issue an apology to the court, and to have the said apology also published on the same medium within which the publication that offended the court was done. So basically, she was found guilty or liable of to pay a fine in the sum of 5 million naira, and she has been ordered to render a public apology. That is the submission for the issue of contempt.
Okay, so good news is that the Kogi Central people have again won, and I say that very deliberately. The victory, the Justice Bita Nyaku's judgment for the Nigerian Senate to recalling Senator Natasha Akpabio back to the Senate is not a victory for Senator Natasha. It is not in favor of Senator Natasha. It doesn't also mean that it favors Senator Akpabio. It only favors the Kogi Central people, and that is a people-centric victory. Thank God for you to know that it is not for the favor of Senator Natasha. She was asked to pay 5 million naira and then apologize for contempt of court. It means that the court ignored her, ignored the egos, ignore the fight of these two persons, and that's what we expected Senator Akpabio to have done. Your people is enjoying so much of benefit having you as a senator. They are proud that their son is the Senate president. They can see that you are putting them on the political map of this country, and then you are there, you're having your own benefit, you're able to employ a few of your EDGs. But then did you consider the Kogi Central people? And that is the point. The point is we must register that this particular, and our focus as a government, as institutions, whether it is the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary, let it continually be focused. I like what this, again, this is not to say that we've gotten everything right, but this judgment seems to be a people-centric focus, a people-centric one. Kogi Central people got this. So when we were crying all of this, why, what we were looking at, why do you deprive the people? There were several things to have done that would reduce Senator Natasha's personality, that could humble her. And like I've said on this platform before, Senator Natasha is an elite. The senator does not need the senator feed. With what God has done for her in favor, in blessings, and in the works of her hands, she's shown that she can survive. She's an elite. Akpabio is an elite. Akpabio has been in politics since 2002, virtually. Has been in politics since 1990s. But he became a commissioner in 2002. It means that he's been active. He's benefited so much. He's been 2-time governor. He's been NDDC or Niger Delta minister. What has he not achieved? So, but which people have been losing? The Kogi Central people. And I beg the Nigerian Senate to follow in the leading of the Nigerian judiciary on this particular judgment that says the Nigerian people of Kogi Central should not be disenfranchised or enfranchised, should not be deprived, should not be removed in the political scheme of things for them to benefit what democracy, because actually the reason why democracy is chosen or is named the most or the best system of government is because it is focused on the people. It gives the people power to decide who leads them, power to decide policies and programs and projects that benefit them, power to decide how their future. That is what makes democracy huge. And so all of this must be put in view, and that is what we keep asking our politicians to know. I don't care about the fight that you have. As long as the people benefit, that's fine. If your fight doesn't infringe, doesn't stop, doesn't become an obstacle, a stumbling block, doesn't make development transparent for the people, then that becomes a problem. So while you have your issues with Natasha, deal with it. If Natasha has done something, like I said, if she has committed a crime, like the judge said, there are several ways to have done your internal discipline, suspending and removing all forms of benefit. And it is not on record that for any reason there is an assistant senator, or maybe it's somebody that has sent development to the people on her behalf to say whatever was supposed to be accrued to the people, even if she's not here, it has not been so. It means that the people have been deprived for over 100. They'll be deprived literally for over 180 days. That is demonic. That is wicked. And the people that are defending this cause online, there are people that are enjoying the benefit. Even if your senator is docile, even if your senator is an Agbamu or is a dunce like Muhammadu Buhari, where they say you know where for London, today know they go they pray for her. Who say you that prayer? A country that you took to the ground and buried it alive. You expect to be alive and be jumping and shining. When you kill the country, then you finish and you hand over now to your twin brother to put nail in the coffin, and you expect to be hale and heady and jumping. This is God is sleep. Mona they pray for them well. All of them Mona go juju as Mona they pray for them. So back to the point, the people must be the focus. The people must be the focus. Kogi Central people deserves to be heard. So I don't know. The court has given judgment. Like I said, this is not in favor of anybody. Natasha, Akpabio, this doesn't favor them. All of them, their ego have been bruised. Natasha's ego have been bruised. Want to pay 5 million, apologize for the satirical post, you contempt of God. Akpabio, yes, at this moment, forget about whatever you have in our record this woman immediately. All of this is telling you, we don't care about you, the people. We should continue on this pedestal. Let the people be the focus. I don't care what is elite. Is Natasha going to go hungry? If Akpabio leaves Senate president, do you think she is ever going to suffer? People leave commissioner for 7. I know somebody that was just a former House of Rep member for 4 years. Bloodily rich. You know the kind of kickbacks and money. So let the Kogi Central people, congratulations. Now it is your time now to put pressure to ensure that, because in this country, court judgment doesn't change anything. You should put pressure to ensure that your representation, I don't care to know who the name is, ensure that your representation is sent back to the National Assembly and your goals are met. All the list, everything that you have missed, tell them ready. Kogi Central people, no. Do whatever you can do, anything you want to do, physically, spiritually, emotionally, socially, anything you can do to ensure that your voice is heard. Whoever you give, and then in 2027 you cannot decide who you are going to. And if you think the person has done well to return back to Senate, go ahead and do. But take up this opportunity. It is your own. You are the one be disenfranchised. Natasha has been out of Senate. Yes, I know she feels the pulse of her people. She's been bothered about it. But who is the biggest loser? Now you now be biggest loser. Don't joke with this time. Akpabio, settle Kogi Central people. Let them have their voice back. Whatever they need to do, let everything be sorted. At least, this is an elder talking. I am settling the matter now. Because for me, these two elephants that are fighting, the grass should not suffer. Because the grass has suffered too much. It is time for let the elephant also go to the corner. May elephants go rest. May the grass rise. Because they're not the let grass grow again.